thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Play action with Nix. This finds Franklin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
Okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. He's got Sutton complete. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. In that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, found the end zone as a result.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Second down.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, gone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
We go tonight. 120. Hey, 5.
Third and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Broncos will take over with the football just outside the 30.
The Broncos take over first down.
So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Finds a man, Adam Trautman has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it's going to be first down Denver. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here's the fake. Here's Nix. This one's caught. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
We'll have some extra time to consider this call. It's going to be third and goal as we hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Third and goal, here's Nix. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull out in front further. 13-zip. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sails through good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Knicks off the play action. Near the goal line. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly. Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
14.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
11.
Goff now on 3rd down. Downfield, and Tola has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes seems breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Super 66.
Shotgun snap here to go. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3.
We go to the
Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
4 down.
From the gun, Goff. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Lions chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions cut the lead down to 15. Plenty of time to attack that deficit, but here we go. They're attacking already, going on sides in the 1st half. This one's covered by the the Broncos hands team. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared. They were ready for it. And now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle Momentum to that side.
Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Front pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Once more, it's Nix. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. It's 2nd and goal. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about.
Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10, maybe our last snap of the half. Back to throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. Absolutely fires this one right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He throws a bullet to the center. That's complete inside the 35. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Makes the score. Broncos 36.
All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me, stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point, maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored, look how great a job we did. Start patting yourself on the back. Yeah, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He's one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Tisslaw there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down.
Go!
Working quickly here. Maybe he lost track of downs. Who knows? We're both confused up here. Everybody in the stadium seems surprised, spiking it on 3rd down. Fourth and forever coming up. They'll go for it. Goff. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Completed to his running back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
25-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. It is cut left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense is setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
He pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Nix. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos trying to end this before the final quarter. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Nix leading the Broncos to the line for this 2-point try.
The Broncos will...
All right, they're going to throw for it. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off to the air now. Oh, no, they hit him yet again. Riley Moss with the pick.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
That's into the hands of Franklin.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in 1 game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Next going to try and throw for it. And that's caught. Great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Goff setting the throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Tiger.
Goff now, 3rd and long. And they pick him off again. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Nix looking to throw. Throw is caught. Escapes a defender. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
76, by 20.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hey, 76. 70 by 20.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. It's P.J. Luck. And the Broncos have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Has him on the quick hitter. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd for the air this game. So sensational work by a skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there. You even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And with 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Super.
Shotgun snap here to go. Finds his man. It's Abed-alrahman St. Brown. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. There's Goff on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
That's complete to Slaw. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
They kick the running back in motion. First down throw from Goff. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
What's up?
A pitch out to Montgomery. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Look at that power, deep left side. And they pick him off again! Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos authoring a blowout here. Lions going to the dime look here on third down. 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, third and long. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Going on fourth, here's Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. What a play to beat this defense on fourth down. 23 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's going to bring this down to their 35. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. Just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it fourth and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a gain of 8.
It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on fourth down. Keeps this drive moving. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Offense is set. First and 10. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Hold on. Check. Super 1. Hey, kill. What's that?
On first down, it's gone. On the move, hit it right. Big gain downfield. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. This will be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's a win for the Broncos. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.